Welcome, welcome. Glad you came to join us today to learn some Torah through a story. We're on part 3 of Rebbetzin Henny Machlis. I know we've been doing a lot of her. I think there's so many lessons to learn, and then God willing, we will be switching next week to a new tzaddik or gadol or tzaddikes, and I'm so glad that you're here to join us. Here we go. This is called the whole wheat pizza story from the same book we've been reading called A House Full of Chesed by Shmuel Blitz. All right, here we go. Eliyahu had no home. He was a 64-year-old man, and he was alone. He lived by the kosel. How does that work? There are 2 chairs there that he kept for himself. One was for sitting and sleeping. The other was for his bag. Everything that he owned was in that one bag. Mordechai, Henny's husband, would often see him sitting there each time. Each time Mordechai would invite him, and each time Eliyahu refused. If you guys didn't realize, so Henny Machlis was an amazing tzaddikus and was very open and always invited people to her house. But we also have to remember her husband, Mordechai, who was also an incredible tzaddik. Rabbi Machlis was also incredibly warm and welcoming and is so excited to host people. And he would find people and invite them. And so he saw this man who lived by the kotel and didn't have a house, obviously, and he would invite him to his house all the time. Mordechai would invite him, and each time Eliyahu refused. One day, Eliyahu finally agreed and came to the Machlis home for supper. He enjoyed himself greatly. From then on, he would come often, every Shabbos, and even many times during the week. Could you imagine? He invites someone, and he comes every week, every Shabbos, and all the time during the week? What incredible kindness to welcome someone into your home like that. Sometimes he came after everyone had finished eating supper, and sometimes he even came in the middle of the night when everyone was sleeping. Obviously, this isn't appropriate for us to do that, but they were on a different madrega. They had doors open like Avram Avinu and always wanted to welcome people and do chesed constantly. Eliyahu had one favorite food. What was the food? Whole wheat pizza. Henny used to make it especially for him every time he would come. Eliyahu, why don't you come at a more regular time? Mordechai asked. Then we can have the food ready for you already. I cannot commit. I'm a very busy man, he said. Henny came up with a solution. Eliyahu, I have an idea. I'm going to teach you how to make the whole wheat pizza. I will make sure the ingredients are always in the refrigerator. Then, whatever time you come, you can make the pizza yourself. You can have it whenever you want. This worked fine for a few weeks, but one night at 3 o'clock in the morning, there was a loud banging on Henny and Mordechai's bedroom door. Yawning, Mordechai opened the door and saw Eliyahu standing there. I forgot how to make the whole wheat pizza, Eliyahu whispered. Could you imagine someone knocking on your door at 3 o'clock in the morning? Wow, Henny needs to teach me again how to make it. Mordechai was a little bit confused, and I'd imagine if that happened to me, I would have been upset. I'm not on such a high madriga. After all, it was 3 o'clock in the morning. But Henny jumped out of bed and said, not a problem at all, Eliyahu. I will be down in a few minutes and I will teach you again. And she did. Henny looked at all people the same way, creations of Hashem who needed to be treated with respect and compassion, even if they didn't understand how people worked, even if they understood that sometimes you're doing something in an inappropriate way, in an unkind way, you're knocking at someone's door at 3 o'clock in the morning. What Henny saw was creations of Hashem, other Jews, and she loved Avas Chesed. She loved it deeply. And I just wanted to close with this story. We've done 3 stories on Rebbetzin Machlis, and there's so much more to go. But I just wanted to take a minute to think about what an incredible blessing it is that we get to be Jews who can do kindness for others. And you should know you could do it all the time. You think something as small as picking up a piece of garbage from the trash, that can't be, and put it in the trash, that can't be chesed. You're doing it at your home, and it's messy, and your mommy and daddy need help with cleaning. Every single piece is a mitzvah. And here's the kicker. You can just do it, or you could do it with a smile. And then it becomes avas chesed, loving kindness. And that is the game changer. That's when you reach a different level. May Hashem bless you and us and all of us to be great givers and great lovers of the Jewish people and great mitzvah doers. Have a beautiful, uplifting Shabbos.